The nation's key political figures sat down at the National Assembly today, trying to iron out their differences over certain state affairs surrounding the chip industry in particular. Our political correspondent Lee Shi-hoo has this report.
At Sarangjae, a traditional Korean building tucked away in a corner of the National Assembly compound, political leaders sat down for discussions on state affairs. Those currently in charge of leading the government and National Assembly gathered there for the first ever meeting of its kind. Four-way joint consultative talks between Acting President Choi Sang-mok, National Assembly Speaker Woo Won-shik, ruling People Power Party leader Kwon Young-se, and main opposition Democratic Party leader Lee Jae-myung. The talks between the four respective leaders were held to, quote, stabilize state affairs after the aftermath of martial law declaration back in December. Acting President Choi called for a, quote, bold reform to revive the economy.
The difficulty in people's livelihoods is increasing due to political and external uncertainties. The government has consistently said that we need to respond to these changes through bold reform and investment.
And one way to do that, Choi says, is by supporting the domestic semiconductor industry by allowing chip companies an exception to the current labor law so that employees in the sector can work more than 52 hours per week. This is outlined in the proposal of a special act on semiconductors pushed by the ruling People Power Party. The main opposition Democratic Party, while it agrees with the need to support the chip market, is opposed to the labor law exception that may lead to excessive work by those in the industry. Amid their differing opinions on this and on other topics up for discussion, a strong plea was made by the Assembly Speaker.
Instead of focusing on how to carry out the argument, I earnestly ask you to engage in this meeting around what can be yielded, compromised, and negotiated.
However, the parties did not reach a consensus on the Semiconductors Act. The leaders also discussed the supplementary budget for this year, but decided to have further discussions in the near future. Lee Shi-hoo, Arirang News.